everybody. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Hey, everybody. I feel like we need some music in the background. Hello, hello, my friends. So we're here to talk about Word of Honor. You guys ready? So, overall, did you guys like Word of Honor? Overall. Hell yes. I think overall I very much enjoyed it as well, even though it obviously had its flaws, a lot of which is not their fault, mainly because of budget, right? And I heard it was originally supposed to be like 45 episodes and they had to drop it down to 36 plus like a music video 37 because, you know, censorship has to go ruin everything. Because, you know, people can't have a happy ending the way that you particularly want sometimes, but I'm at least glad that 37 exists for those who know, like, how to find it. So, you think it's one of the best Chinese dramas? Yeah, it was pretty good. Like, Zishuo and Kexing's relationship was amazing. Yeah. I'm honestly not surprised they didn't give the ending to Netflix, though. Because, like, they didn't have it on YouTube. They only had it on Viki. That's the only place that I could find it anywhere. Which is pretty sad. I know, like, I remember, like, when I did 36 and it just ended, I'm just like, you guys, as you guys know, for anybody who watched the video, I was devastated. I'm just like, I was livid. I was mad. No, Chungling, you've got so big. That's it? Chungling, get back here and finish explaining what happened. Oh my god, don't tell me that's how they actually ended it. Please tell me there's something at the end. Are you serious? That's it? That's it? Are you kidding me? The way it ended on 36 like that? Like with Kexing being dead supposedly? And you're just like, excuse me? So, yeah, I was not happy about that. Very sad ending. Yeah. They should have known, but, I mean, there's only so much that they could do. And I'm just wondering maybe if they just couldn't get the rights for 37. I mean, why wouldn't they if they got the rights for all the other episodes? But I don't know. But yeah, overall it was pretty good. I very much enjoyed it. So do you guys have a favorite character from the show? Yeah, Maven. I agree. You can't choose. When Kexing. Yeah. Zhao, Zishuo. All of them. I think my order... Wenju. Both of them together because they're one person. Yeah. I think mine would go Wen Kexing, Zishuo, Chunling, and then Wei Young. I think they were by far my favorite altogether. Unspoken rule with BL adaptations in China can't end with he, so either they have to give open ending or B. Yeah, with BL adaptations in China, it's like either one or both of them have to die, or they just don't end up together. That's like the general rule with a lot of these BL dramas, especially in China because of the censorship issue. Wei Young practically trailed Stardust behind him. He was so pure. They did Wei Young dirty. They did. I was mad. Oh my god. Yeah, bye. And Wen Kexing, yeah, just like attacking each other, just verbally. Grandpa and the husband. I know, that was totally unnecessary for Wei Young. I was, as you guys know from the episode that I put up, I was so mad. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, Maven. That was funny. Their relationship was just hilarious. I don't know, it definitely makes me sad too, because for like the people who are gonna see it on Netflix are either not gonna know it's a BL and probably have a problem with it, for those who have a problem with it, or they're gonna watch it and not understand a lot of stuff in it. Like, there was a lot that there was quite a few things that I obviously didn't understand, because there was a lot of like Chinese things in there that I didn't particularly understand. Like, you'd have to know more about China to really get it, I guess. But I think I did pretty well for what I knew, and a lot of like the jokes and everything in there that people are not gonna get, which is sad, because I don't think they're gonna appreciate it the way that it should be appreciated. Yeah. Ashyung, yeah. I don't know, I think the girl who did Ashyung, I think her best performance in the show was the episode where they both died. Sorry, spoilers for anybody, but I thought her acting there was probably like her best work, which is sad to say. I know, bosom friends. And yeah, why would they call Zishu a magistrate? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I really wish they'd put in there that it was like a BL sort of thing, so it doesn't deter people like into it and be like, if they have a problem with it, then attack the drama for what it is. Yeah, Avenue X with her analysis and everything in there of the cultural comprehension gaps, yeah. But it's like people, especially Western people who don't particularly get into this kind of stuff, like obviously they're not going to know who Avenue X is unless like anybody does any sort of research behind the drama. The same thing with The Untamed, you know, because that's on Netflix as well, but it's obviously different between the two stories, so I feel like Word of Honor is going to get a lot more hate compared to The Untamed with that stuff. Ashyung calling Zishu sick man, yeah. Pretty consistently until like near the end, until he's like, call me uncle, okay? Or like brother. Did he say it was brother? Guh. Yeah. It's just this cute smile. Zishu. Oh, that actor is such a great smile. There's so many actors with such great smiles. Wish they'd done better with names, though. I get changing the names of the uncles. People might not understand. Fifth brother or third brother or whatever. Using the names Ashyung and Lao Wen. Yeah, because I remember, like, okay, I know I'm bringing up The Untamed, but I'm not comparing them. But I know that when I watched The Untamed, and that was, like, the first, like, real drama I got into of Chinese stuff, it was so confusing because they had all these different names. Like, you have Wei Ying, you have Wei Wuxian, and you have the Yiling Laozu, and you have like his Ashyung, his nickname that his sister always called him. And any normal person who doesn't understand like the name thing in China, they will be extremely confused. Like, yeah, like same thing with like third brother, fifth brother, Arga, Daga. You're just like, are they related? You know, like people like won't get that, and they should really have a better way of explaining it, or like having a description of it somewhere or something. Xianger. Yeah, isn't that what Scorpion, his name? But drew the lines at Asya Melon. Was that in the Netflix version that they did that? I haven't checked it out. On Netflix, Wei Kexing is called Asya. Is calling Asya Zoshu. Oh, we clearly hear that it's not what he's calling him. Yeah, that's so confusing. Why would they change that? That makes no sense. I heard that the Netflix version is slightly different in subtitle aspect. And it's like, why? Zishu calls him Wei Kexing the whole time. No. That's not accurate. Netflix, get your stuff straight. I think that if these dramas catch your heart, you'll be willing to work through the information dump of the first few episodes to understand what's going on and who's on first. Yeah, that is true. Like, if you're really dedicated into getting to a TV show, especially one with really long episodes as China tends to do, you do get used to it, obviously, and if you're willing to learn and understand it and be respectful, then that's good for you, you know. Who gave Netflix the authority to do the wrong subtitles is my question. It's like, oh, sorry, we don't want to make it too gay for the audience. It's like, because like, wasn't the original line, I kept seeing this circulate, that when Kexing called Zishu his soulmate, what was it, like, I don't remember what episode 8 or something, and he said, "You're my bestie." Was that true? And then they had to go in there and change it because people were pissed about that. Yeah, there's no perfect version. I definitely know that. I mean, it'd make more sense for people who are native Chinese speakers to understand it. But, I mean, as long as it makes sense, because I checked out, like, the Viki version, and there's like, they called the nails, like, 7 orifices or something, and I'm like, what? So, that was interesting. Because, like, every sort of subtitled version is slightly different than others. Well, it's not available in your country, but as you guys are saying, they did a good job and did not even have 37. Yeah, they did not do a good job. Yeah, they don't have 37 on there. It took me a year to realize that Ni Huai-san was saying Daka instead of Mingju. Really, Maven? Because I suppose, like, when you're reading subtitles, you don't fully listen to everything that they're saying in Chinese because you're focusing on so many other things going on. It's like how I didn't realize that the guy who did Wen Kexing also did Jiang Chen's voice. Like, they're both the same person, and I didn't know that till someone pointed it out, and I'm like, oh. Yeah. Yeah, Ashes of Love is on my list. I don't know if I'll do a reaction to it or not. Right now I'm taking a little bit of a break from longer dramas. I'm doing shorter ones right now just because it's a little bit easier for me to get through, and then I'll get back into the longer ones. It's tough to divide your attention between subtitles and performance. I usually need to watch several times to get everything. Yeah, I'm sure, like, when we go back and watch The Untamed, I'm probably gonna notice things I didn't notice before. Like, I noticed some things as I'm editing the episodes again. Like, I'm still editing them. It's taking obviously a lot of time, and I'm going back and forth and everything. There is hope though. Netflix does update the subs on Untamed. Jing is no longer identified as king the first time. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I really hope that Netflix updates the subtitles to be better, to make more sense for people. But maybe Netflix did it the way they did with the names, so it's less confusing. Like, maybe they probably don't have a thing against their nicknames, but people probably wouldn't. It'd probably take normal Westerner people to know who Lao Wen is versus Wen Kexing. You know, so maybe that's the reason why they did it. I mean, it would make sense, but it also would sound like, for people who are actually listening, it would sound kind of confusing because he would say Lao Wen and you'd be like, who's Lao Wen? When the subtitles say Wen Kexing, so maybe people could put them together. That's why Netflix changed the Asia with Zhou Shu, Lao Wen and Wen Kexing, I guess, so it's not confused international audiences. It would make sense. So what were your favorite scenes of Word of Honor, and what were the ones you didn't like too much? That's a good question, Yasmin. I think all of the really cute scenes between Wen Kexing and Zishuo, all of those were my favorite. And I think episode 12, the special, the way they were calling each other their name 3 times, I think that was my favorite part the most between the two of them.
Xue. Xue. Xue.
Oh, that's so cute! Just because, as you guys know, for anybody who watched that episode of me reacting to the special, I watched that scene probably for like a half an hour. I didn't fully put it in there, but I went back so many times and I watched that part with the three name calling thing, and it just made my heart flutter every time. But yeah, every scene with the two of them. And then some of the scenes I did not like. There were quite a few, especially the ones that just seemed irrelevant. And I know it's not their fault because they had to cut back a lot because of budget and everything. I don't know, I thought like the ghosts who were kind of plotting against Wen Kexing, I thought was really irrelevant in the end because they pretty much gave up. Which, because like it seemed like they were like yeah, let's turn against Wen Kexing, the chief, and then all of a sudden they're in prison the rest of their lives, you know? And then the way that, spoiler for anybody, the way that Scorpion and all of them died on the mountain, I'm just like, okay, you know, it was a little lackluster. And then with Wayne Young and Ashyang, that was completely unnecessary for the two of them to go. It was so stupid. I hated it. I mean, Ashyang's not my favorite character. I mean, I found her character kind of obnoxious, which, like I said, it's really hard for me to really get into female characters for some reason. Like, between like the high-pitched voices a lot of the times and just their whiny character and helpless character. The way they portray women in these, like, it's not their fault. But I found her character most of the time just annoying. Like, I was sad when she died, but it's just, you really thought they needed a good death? I didn't think they needed to die. I thought it was completely unnecessary. I saw it coming before it even happened, and I hated that. I hate when I do that, when I know something's gonna happen. It's just, especially scenes like that, you know. I hate when I guess things like that. I think they did not have money to do Scorpion's death right. Yeah, he probably wasn't supposed to die till like episode 45 or 44. Technically, if they were gonna do all the episodes. They did. Yeah, I haven't seen the concert yet because it's not available anywhere, so I can't really find it. Not that I've been doing too much digging for it, but I mean, if it's not anywhere, then I'm not gonna bother too much about it, even though I would love to see it. My favorite non-Wenjia scene was Zhao Zishuo and Prince Jin when they were discussed their history and then he disabled the prince, right? Just palm, you disabled, man. That was awesome. I thought that was good too. Oh, you think Scorpion needed a good death? Yeah, sorry. Yes, Scorpion needed a much better death. It was very, just all of a sudden, dead, mountain. Random avalanche. Yeah. That was really weird. Just all of a sudden, avalanche. I don't know if Wen Kexing caused it. He could have? I don't know. Well, Wen Young and Ashyang were supposed to go, and I thought it was better on the series and on the novel. Really? I haven't fully read the novel yet. I guess I'll have to see how she dies. You know she would die since episode 1. Really? You do? Yes, I've actually seen quite a few clips of the concert circulating on YouTube, and it's very cute from what I've seen. They're very, very short clips. Yeah, Scorpion just kind of vanished, yeah. Do you guys have any favorite scenes as well? Probably all the ones with Wen Kexing and Zhao Zishuo. I think that'd be most BL people's favorite stuff. Yeah, I know it's exclusive on Youku. It's just, I can't become a member because it won't let me do it. I think it's primarily through people who are from China or have like access to that. Yeah, in the end, Scorpion kind of just pissed me off. I loved the guy until near the end, and then he kind of just annoyed me. Oh, your favorite scene, the hair combing in hairpin scene? Oh, that was so good. Yeah. I don't know. Someone said that the scenes with them looking in the mirrors, all those ones, I don't remember if I think I explained this near the end of the show or some episode or something, and I've talked about it. Like the mirror scenes, the way some of the characters looked in the mirror, the ones that weren't disfigured in the reflection were the people that were gonna die, right? But the ones who weren't, no, the ones who, I don't know, the ones who weren't disfigured died, but the ones who were disfigured in the reflection didn't die, right? Now, Ashyang and Wenyang needed to go to show that it's not always the good people. Yeah, I know. It's just, it's the same thing with all the deaths of the good people in the Untamed. I know. Yeah, the ones with clear reflections died. Can I get a pass on YouTube? I haven't fully tried yet. Scorpion's storyline suffered from the budget shortfall. Probably they had planned the end to be much more graceful than the ending ended up being. You didn't know about the mirror thing? Yeah, someone explained that to me. I don't remember who it was in a comment that kind of explained that, because you guys know everything about the show and know all the secret stuff behind it, which is awesome. Yeah, it's just too bad we couldn't do a live stream of it, but because of the contest, I really wanted to record it. But I'm glad you guys were there with me on the journey anyway. Yeah, maybe next year, like maybe the year anniversary or something, we could do a live stream of it. That'd be fun. But yeah, I do find it interesting that shows, I don't know if this is how normal shows are, like Western shows, or if it's just certain ones in other countries where that they have a particular set budget. Are you not allowed to get more money after that budget is set? Because I know the reason why they got more money was because of the whole Wulong Nuts, right? The sponsorship that they got. Yeah, live rewatch. The hairpin scene between Zishua and Kashing, I saw the reflection of Zishua in the mirror. I couldn't stop laughing. I know the series were supposed to have 45 episodes, but they had to cut it short due to money and make some adaptation. Yeah, adaptions on the script. The nuts. Yeah, it's just too bad that they couldn't complete it the way that they wanted to. But for what they did an amazing job. I was really impressed with a lot of stuff that they got away with, like the whole lip reading thing. That was one thing, and then just the flirting that they got away with, and just all that, the hand holding, the hugging. I wonder if they were particularly got away with that because they were brothers. But Yuku keeps promoting their past to watch more. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to join Yuku on the YouTube channel. I don't think I'd be able to post a full video like on YouTube of the concert if I had access to it. If anything, I'll just do like a separate video and put it on Discord or something. Yeah, the Untamed had like a lot. They had a huge budget. Take a shot every time they show that Cliff set redesigned. Yeah. They used that so many times. Didn't they reuse it like 6 times or something? It's so sad. Yeah, the sweet bromance. I still don't get how they got away with it. It was so clear. Yeah. You think they bribed the censorship? I don't know if you could do that. That'd be interesting if you could. I don't know. It was definitely interesting with what they could get away with. Like, it was very shocking. But I loved it. I was very happy with the way a lot of it turned out. Avenue X said that some of the actors for support roles got due to the production crew going around in the cinema city and asking people to record some scenes for them as favors. Yeah, I heard about that too. Like, they had to go around searching for actors because they didn't have a whole lot. That's so sad. Part of it apparently is that it didn't appear on the top banner of Yuku. You literally have to scroll and look for it. Yeah, that's true. I'll have to see. Because I really want to see the whole concert. And I think it's all fully subbed up there. I heard Warner Runner got half the budget that the Untamed got. I don't even think it was half. I think it was less than half. It was not a lot. But I mean, they did what they could, and I mean, I thought the actors were fantastic. Was it fully subbed on there? Now I have to go do research. I really want to see the concert. I do. It's gonna be really weird listening to their real voices. Like, I've heard it a few times. Like, I saw like clips of them talking to each other, the actors, and I'm just like Jihan, who is Zishua, his voice is just the cutest. His laugh, oh my god, his laugh is so cute. But I'm really glad they ended up with some of the actors that they did for their roles, because I know a lot of like the two main characters weren't even supposed to be those actors in the beginning. Because obviously you had the guy who played Scorpion, he was supposed to play Zishul or Kishing, I don't remember who it was. Yeah, the makeup, I just thought it was hilarious. The first 5.5 episodes of his makeup. Yeah, I saw the part where they both hug each other towards the end of the concert. It was so beautiful. It's very apparent when a cast and crew are united in love with the production. It makes for better quality product. Same goes for Guardian and other drama with very limited budget. Yeah, Guardian, oh, I really wish they could have done more with that. Aren't they remaking Guardian already with different actors? Something, or is it a movie? I don't remember. Yeah, he was supposed to play Kishing. The only thing that kept Guardian going, unfortunately, were the two main actors, Baiyu and Yilong, which is so sad because I didn't care for any other character. I didn't care about the storyline. I just thought it was a mess. But I only watched it because of both of them. They were so cute. My dog, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, she's bored. You sure? Are you bored? Are you planning to react to Winter is King? They've changed the name now, but I forgot. Also, first Priest novel adaptation, same writer. Yep. Yeah, I've heard of Winter is King. I know nothing about it. I don't know. What was it originally? I don't remember the name. But yeah, I plan on reacting to that one, I think. Because, I mean, come on, it's Priest. Priest is I don't know how Priest dishes out all these written pieces or something. Chapeau Long. Did that already have a name, or is it just another one that's... And then you have light on you scene, red and blue, because of the angle. When Kishing's head looks huge. Maven, I swear, I know what you mean, because when I watched that scene, I did not want to say it because I didn't want to ruin the moment. Because it's true, his head looks so big compared to his hand. It was hilarious. I did not want to say it in the recording. But I was trying so hard internally not to laugh. Because I didn't... it was a beautiful scene, but I didn't want to ruin it. You have an alternate universe in your mind where Scorpion stops being in a little bitch, admits he's jealous of Wen Zhao and goes to live with them. Yeah, that'd be cute. Yeah. That scene, oh my god, yeah. Jeez. No, Maven, you don't have to be sorry. Like, I totally agree. That was hilarious. I felt like it would have ruined a lot if I said it. Now I'll never watch this scene the same way again. I know. Don't worry, there's a fanfic for that. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of fanfics that have, like... I don't even want to think about all the different alternatives there is. I feel like Scorpion never had a chance. He was damned by his relationship with his stepfather. Foster father, stepfather. If he had not embraced his evil side, his father would have killed him. Yeah, I don't blame Scorpion for that. He just wanted his daddy's love. But of course, he wasn't allowed that because it just seemed like he wasn't good enough for anything in the end. Which is sad. Yeah, a lot of these, like, ancient Chinese dramas, there's always a character that is messed up because of their father or parents or guardians or whoever, and you're just like, you feel so bad for them. It's like, y'all need therapy. Like in The Untamed, they all needed therapy. Yeah, I agree, Maven. And I did see Scorpion very early on turning against Zhao Jing. It's so obvious. And then of course Scorpion turned against everybody else. What have you understood from Ye Baiyi's backstory? Ooh, good question. Jing Guangxun. Right? Okay, so from what I understand is that, from what you guys have told me as well, because they do not explain this in the show, obviously. I feel like they would understand. I feel like obviously they'd explain it more in the book. I don't remember if I read it or not yet. But Ye Baiyi is immortal, obviously. And he was in love with someone. He tried teaching him the cultivation of 6, right? And he died because his love was not... They didn't share the same love for each other. It was very one-sided. Like, Ye Baiyi loved him, but he didn't love him back. So he died, but he still very much is in love with him because he kind of, like, talks to him when he's alone, or like talks about him or whatever. The relationship is so complicated. Scorpion, desperate to be useful to Zhao Jing's plan, and all he cared about was, yeah, when he found out he'd be killed too, that changed. Was it Rongxian's father? Is that why he took Rongxian in as his disciple? Oh, you were... Really? You thought that, Maven? You thought it was the beauty ghost? Chongqing? Yeah. Okay, yeah, from what I understand, yeah. So, he loved his friend, but his friend was straight and married and had a son. Yes. And then Ye Baiyi is a few hundred years old, and he left the mountain and started to basically deteriorate. His body started dying because he wasn't supposed to leave the mountain, right? I mean, that would make sense, Maven. It really would. Rongxian's father was the person that created the Ghost Valley and wanted to be stronger, be immortal, so he could repress the people there forever. Did he? Huh. Everything just comes full circle, doesn't it? But other than that, I don't know a lot about Ye Baiyi's character. Because I know that in the end, he was gonna give he was gonna give Wen Kexing, right, the cultivation of 6. And he's like, no one else is dying on my watch, but you have to sacrifice yourself. It's like him playing a joke on Kexing, because that's something he would do. From what I know, that at the end, Kexing gave his life force and all that to Zishuo, and that's why his hair turned white. And then basically he died, but Zishuo mastered the cultivation of 6, but they kept passing it back and forth, bringing each other back to life until they both fully mastered it, right? And it didn't make a whole lot of sense that they made the Yin Yang book this huge thing in the beginning, and then they didn't even use it. That was kind of annoying. And after all that, he still had experienced third wheeling. Yeah. Yeah, his meridians had burned out, but he had lived. Yeah, but Chunling said that he would survive, except the pain of his meridians shattering would have killed him, right? And then use the Yin Yang book to heal him. But I also heard that they didn't even use the Yin Yang book. Like, it wasn't even put into play. Like, the book was irrelevant. That's what a lot of people said. And I feel like I really wish they would have explained that a little bit better at the end. Yin Yang book's method would require someone to outright die to heal the other person. I thought that's what the cultivation of 6 would do. Because the only way that the two of them would survive being immortal together is if they both shared the same love. Interesting, Ye Baiyi, he said no one's dying, yeah. Chongqing, Rongxian's father, was the one who sacrificed his meridians to make Ye Baiyi immortal. I think because of that, it was forbidden art. Huh. Kexing knew the Yin Yang book can heal meridians, so he made sure they carried it with them at the end. Okay. Because, I mean, to me, it would make sense if they used the book in the end. Because, like, why would they talk about it and then not even use it in the end, you know? Like, I thought it was really weird, too. But in the end, it seems like they would have used it. Forbidden technique, yes, but there are many other techniques. They used it off screen. Yeah. I wish they added some scenes to make it clear. Yeah, me too. To help explain it a bit more would have been nice, instead of just being like guessing or researching about it. They actually hinted in episode 21 when Ye Bai went to get Dawu after Kexing's wish, and he said, "If even he doesn't know, I will," and then he went. I wish they showed some of the process healing Kexing. Yeah, that would have been nice, but then it wouldn't have been implied that Kexing died at the end. You know, censorship. Yes, I think why Kexing sacrifices Meridians and Zishuo used the Yin Yang book to go cure Wen Kexing's Meridians. That would make sense. That makes more sense to me than anything else, for sure. There's so many things that people say actually happen versus a lot of other sayings as well. So it's hard to really know for sure what really happened. There's another YouTube video when the guy points out what those floating gold symbols are. What are they, Maven? What do they mean? I hope they mean something good, because I was curious what those floating gold symbols were as well. But I just thought they were part of the cultivation of 6 process or something. But I was also very baffled on what was happening that I didn't say anything about this gold symbols. So I can't get over Kexing's white hair. I know, he looks so good. Oh my god. Things like long life and partner and stuff like that. Oh, that's rebirth. I wish we could see more of Ye Bai's past story, even though his story must have been very long. Like, why does he seem to regret things? Yeah, it's an old language. Very ancient, huh? Yeah, I definitely would have liked to learn more about Ye Bai's story as well. Old people regret things. And how they dubbed Chungling so differently to his original line, and it made people think Kexing might actually be dead was so... Yeah. I mean, unfortunately they had to dub it that way, but... lip reading thing, I'm guessing. I don't know what he said, but I heard it was different as well. Doesn't Avenue X explain it in her video? Because I've only done one video of hers so far. But yeah, from what I heard, that Chungling explained it to the kids, like the real lines is that if you share your love equally with each other, then the other one would, they both would survive immortally together on the mountain or something like that. Have you noticed Wa'aini before Wen Kexing died? Yeah, I did. I pointed it out in the reaction as well. What? What? Oh, one more time? Did Kexing just mouth Aini? I did notice. Apparently Zishuo says it back, like he mouths it, but it's so hard to notice that I didn't notice Zishuo saying it back, supposedly. But I did notice Kexing saying Aini. Just remember Kexing teasing Ye Bai about his few gray hairs when he ended with the full white hair. Karma. Yeah. I also wanted clarification about Chungling and Gao Cheng's daughter at the end. I thought they were married at first. They need to communicate better. Yeah. Supposedly, Chungling... We don't know who Chungling's wife is. He has a daughter who he named after Xiang. In her, the name means remember Xiang. Which is so cute. Gao Cheng's daughter, whatever her name was, married... What was his name? I don't remember now. Gao Cheng's disciple who was on the mountain on episode 37 with his son. Who was their Zishuo and Kexing's disciple, which I thought was cute. Oh, so Chungling adopted a daughter. Okay. That would make sense. You should check it out. I think Xiang's mouth movement, Aini, is the most noticeable. Yep, I did. Deng Quang, yeah, thank you. She married to the first disciple guy, yeah. It was Gao Cheng, Deng Quang, Yao Cheng's disciple. Yeah, both of them. I wish they would have clarified that more, because it's really hard to notice that. Because it definitely makes it seem like Chengling and Gao Cheng's daughter got married and had a kid. And if you didn't see 37, you'd be like, oh, okay. So learning some of the names, yeah. I don't remember Gao Cheng's daughter. There's a theory that Chengling's daughter is actually Wen Zhao's daughter. But they can't physically have a child unless they adopted a child. But why would Chengling take care of her? Chengling crying in the distance, seeing Axiang kissing with their new disciple. Yeah. Chengling said that he'll take good care of her. That would be cute. I mean, it'd be really cute if they had a child together on the mountain. Why not? I don't know. I thought 37, even though it was only like a minute or two long initially with the two of them interacting, I definitely felt like it made the story itself complete. I really do. I really wish they could have included that more. What I feel like Zhao Jing didn't get what he deserved probably sounds mean, but he just ended up in that snow with his so-called son while he made so many people suffer for the years. Yeah, I feel like maybe he would have had a better ending as well if they could have carried out to episode 44, 45, like they initially wanted to. Like, Scorpion's ending wasn't supposed to be the way it was supposed to be, but I didn't realize until I rewatched a couple of weeks ago that Wei Nyung's master killed his marsh. Yeah, he did. He did. Before he killed, the master killed Wei Nyung. Wei Nyung said that you killed them, didn't you, right? So, but yeah, he did point out that, oh, you killed them. Or was it him or Axiang that said that? I don't remember. But it is pointed out that the master did kill that other master, uncle master guy, or whoever, and then the really nice disciple guy, whatever his name was. Yeah, Axiang realized that. Yeah, she pointed it out, I believe, before Wei Nyung was killed. Yeah, he cleansed his sect. God, that pissed me off. A lot had to happen off screen due to censorship and budget, and that's sad, but I think they did a really great job. Yeah, I agree, Yasmin. What's your opinion about Scorpion King? Because I don't know if I love him. I mean, he didn't deserve this man he called father, or hate him because he tried to kill Lao Wen and Axiang. Or Ashia. At first, I really liked Scorpion. I really did. And then he just grew annoying to me. Not his fault, because if he didn't have such a crap dad, he would have been a better person. So, I don't know. I found him very irritating towards the end, and then I just didn't care for him afterwards, which is sad because, you know, you like a character and then it kind of just dwindles after a bit sometimes. The fight scenes, yeah, the fight scenes were so good. I wish they had more of them. That was awesome. They showed many more great characters than a warehouse full of elephants. Yeah. I think the original ending is that Wen Kexing died, and the scenes in the extra episode is the illusion of Zhao Zishua was even a little bit depressed about the ending. Yeah, that actor, yeah. I heard about that. It's just we Chinese audience threatened Youku, so Youku re-edited the ending. Did they? Good, guys, good. Good threatening. I like Scorpion for most of the drama, but that changed. Right? I know, it's pretty funny, because, I mean, I'm not comparing the show to The Untamed at all. Don't get me wrong. But it's like, with Meng Yao's character, I still loved him in the end. So I guess it's because he didn't really fully annoy me towards the end, even though a lot of the stuff he did was awful. I don't know. Maybe because I can't deny those dimples. Between Mo Huaiyang and Zhao Jing, who do you say is more tolerable? Mo Hua-young. Who was that again? Was that the guy who killed Wayne Young? Zhao Jing, I think, was more tolerable because he didn't kill Wayne Young. Dad and son, see both of them up there, so it's not his imagination. Yeah. They did have to change that. Filming great fighting scenes is more money consuming. I know, but the fight scenes were so good. I thought they were so good. Have you ever watched Jang Ji-han before Word of Honor? I have not. Yeah, I haven't seen Ji-han in any other dramas before, but I thought he did a fantastic job. I'll definitely have to check out more of his stuff. Gong-jung, I haven't seen anything with him in it either. But I've heard of that other drama, the BL drama he did, or BL, whatever you want to call it, Advanced Bravely. I've heard of that one, but I heard it ended horribly, so I haven't watched it. I haven't seen either of them in other stuff yet. Ji-han himself is the alpha male type. He designed some facial expressions and body languages only for, yeah. I don't know, because both of them had some really great ideas for their characters, didn't they? Like, it was Jihan wanted to say Lao Wen 3 times, right? From what I've seen. I just thought it would be nice to throw it in there. And he's like, well, if you want to use it, you can use it. Yeah, their chemistry was amazing. Will you make any more Word of Honor videos like you did the Untamed but Weird? There are Word of Honor but Weird videos. I will. Yeah, I know that there's some of those, and there's some crack ones too. I'll probably do as well. Yeah, and the part where Wen Kexing leaned in and whispered with the fan in episode 6 was also Jihan's idea. It was? Wow. I feel like that Gong-jung and Jihan probably both had a lot of great ideas for the drama. And from what I heard in that episode, I remember which episode it was. I feel like it was so long ago that I recorded it. Before Ye Bai was going to kill them both after he discovered or told Wen Kexing that he was going to kill him because he's the chief, that Zishuo put his head on Kexing's shoulder, and I heard that when they had to take that scene out, that Jihan, and was it just Jihan or Gong-jung, they both were upset about that? Jihan did want to play Wen Kexing in the beginning, did he? I think he did. I can't imagine anybody else playing Kexing, really. Episode 27. Yes, thank you. Jihan taught Gong-jung how to flirt with him. Did he? That's so cute. Yeah, that's the original version. I've seen the original version, and I thought it was very cute, but the one with the head on the shoulder in episode 27. But I honestly like the newer version because it feels more sentimental to me, but that's just my opinion of it. But I did think the head on the shoulder was a cute touch. Yeah, we could talk about Ye Bai. His character was awesome. At first I found him very annoying, but he grew on me very quickly. Wen Kexing compliments himself and says his face was made by God. Gong-jung was laughing while he said it, and Jihan said, "You can't even compliment yourself." Aw, that's sad. I don't know, I think, isn't he close to my age? He's like 29, isn't he? How old is Gong-jung? I don't remember. I don't remember their ages. I know that Gong-jung's birthday, I think, is around the same time as mine. Jihan is 30 now? Okay. Oh, I'm older than he is. That's sad. Gong-jung is 28. Your favorite behind the scenes so far is Ni Bupe. Scene with... Yeah, I've seen that scene. They just couldn't keep a straight face. And then just hearing Jihan's laugh is so funny. His laugh is so cute. Yeah, never mind. It's Gong-jung whose birthday. His birthday's on the November 29th, which is very close to mine. It's 2 days after mine. Well, they even completed their wedding day by bowing to them. Oh, I really want to watch the concert now. Like, I've been wanting to watch it, but definitely more for sure now. I'll have to go see How to Become a Member. I really want to go watch it. I wonder how the actors really feel whenever people ship them together in real life. Like, I wonder if it bothers them so much or not. The concert was hilarious, and it was good to see other sides of the actors, like the uncles who ship Wenshu so hard. Yeah, I heard about that part. It's really funny the way, like, we get so giddy over, like, the beautiful, like, lovey eyes, and just simple scenes like that, or like the name calling thing. It's just makes you blush. I don't know why. Kishing calling Ashyang give the same vibes as Wei Ying calling Lajan, right? I don't know. It feels very different between the two of them to me, because Wei Ying calling Lajan is not the same vibe as him calling Asya or Lawen. You know, it's just a completely different vibe to me. Very Victorian romance over these BL dramas, like, OMG, they're hand holding. They're holding hands. Yeah. Yeah, also because Wei Ying didn't really acknowledge Lajan's love until, like, in the book, until, like, near the end. So Wei Ying calling Lajan was a kind of endearment thing, but not, like, a lovey thing. Like the way Lajan would call Wei Ying. Because he didn't really acknowledge his love until much later. Because Wei Ying is dumb. So, I don't know. Wang Xiang and Wen Zhao are different couples in so many different aspects. I love them both differently. I completely agree. I agree. Like, I would never compare the two couples to each other anyway, because they are their own separate couples and own different dramas. And I would never want to compare the two dramas to each other. So I do love them individually as a couple in their own ways as well. Because I feel like with Word of Honor, with it not fully being able to be completed the way it was supposed to, but for what it is, with them being as a couple and everything, it's a whole separate thing. Asya were way more flirty because I feel like they had acknowledged their soulmate bond since episode 9, maybe even earlier. I feel like it was fully acknowledged in episode 6, because it was like Zishua was hoping that Keshing was going to jump into the water after him after he fell in and his mask came off. So he was very relieved that Keshing came after him, because maybe that was like a test to be like, oh, if he really loves me, he'll come search for me, sort of thing. And then that's the episode where I believe Zishua started calling Keshing Lawen. For me, every gay is welcome. I'm happy to have more gay couples on the series. No need to compare, only enjoy, and hope sometime in the future we can have it with no unfair censorship. I agree. Yeah. If Wen Keshing did not jump into the waters, Zishua might have just swam away and end of story. Yeah, I heard that if he didn't jump in after him, he would have just left and be like, screw this. This is not real. Xiang first called him Lao Wen while Keshing was hallucinating end of episode 5. Lao Wen wake up, it's a hallucination. Ah, yeah, so end of episode 5, okay. Still love the parallels between episode 6 and episode 37, flirt fighting. Yes, I love that too. That was a good, I love the way they ended that, with them doing that. I think we covered most of everything that we liked and disliked about the show. And some of the issues that it had, and some behind the scenes stuff. Yes. I do think that Wen's relationship was very mature, in fact, even when the flirting and fighting. Yeah. I thought it was very, very mature as well for what it was. I don't know, there was just something so different about it. Maybe because it was an actual, like, soulmate thing. But it's like they never really fought. Other than, like, you know, with the only part where, okay, there was like a couple scenes where they kind of fought, but they always got back together. And it's like after that, they didn't let petty things get to them. I don't know. I thought their relationship was very, very mature. And I really liked that, because a lot of times they put such childish things in that kind of stuff and misunderstandings, and you know, it's just so overly done. You're just like, can we just get a good mature relationship, please, that's healthy? And it was, so that was nice. Wish we saw more of Daewoo and Baeyeon moments. I really love them and their chemistry. Yeah, I really wish we saw that too. I really do. I wish they would have delved more into them in the show, because they seemed like really good characters, and they were really, because the both of them were together, right? So, but you didn't really see that obviously in the drama. Yeah, they didn't necessarily fight, but walking away is also bad, but in the end they still got back together and forgave each other. Forgiving each other is a huge mature thing to do in a relationship, and should see more of that. How far am I in the book? Not very far. And just when Prince Jin called Zishua his soulmate, I'm like, okay, dude. Okay, in the book, I'm on chapter 28. I don't know how many chapters there are. So it's like after they bring Chungling back to... Was it Gao Chung that they brought him back? I don't remember. I'll have to go back and read. But that's as far as I am in the book. Only chapter 28. As far as I heard, Word of Honor was better than the actual book. Is it? So far, the book is so different than the show. I mean, so far, I kind of like the drama more. But that's also how I felt about the Untamed. Like, I read the Untamed book after watching the show with you guys, and I liked the drama more than the book. Yeah, I mean, it is different. I mean, so far, with how, like, the characters are and everything, I definitely like the drama more for Word of Honor. Just as I did with the Untamed. Like, the Untamed was pretty consistent, mostly compared to the book. Like, there was a lot of similarities between the two, and they used it as a pretty good reference. But in the end, I don't know, I think because we actually got to see them act out and actually see the emotion and everything going on in the show, that it just felt better to me with the drama compared to the book. I don't know. The book is different. In the book, Lao Wen is more protective and mature, and Zishua did not suffer that much. He had no regret with what he did. Really? In the book, I really enjoyed that Wen Kexing can't live a day without letting people know that he in fact likes men. Yeah, so far I enjoy that too. The tragic ghost character was basically created to avoid Kexing eating his own dad's flesh to prove himself to the Ghost Valley in the novel. Oh my god. Alright guys, I think this is a good place to conclude our discussion of Word of Honor, unless you guys have anything else to talk about with the show. Alright, before we go, I'm not immortal yet. I don't know if I don't want to be immortal. I don't want to live forever. That's too much work. Ugh, no. Do you guys want me to put any more recommendations on my list of good BL or other shows? I don't know, because I have quite a few on my list already. So if you guys have more, list them now, and I'll put them down. And I have Winter is King. I don't know if we... I'm so sorry we haven't done a live stream in a long time, or like a watch party. I definitely will get more back into it for sure after I move, now that my work schedule is kind of settled down a bit. The Long Ballad. Yep, I have that one on there. I heard that one was good. I Told Sunset About You. Yes, I have that one on there. And I have to do We Best Love Season 2. Can't recommend Move to Heaven enough. Just, not necessarily for a reaction, but just in general. I heard of that one. It's on Netflix, right? Nirvana and Fire. It's not BL, but it's good Chinese drama and really popular there. That's actually on my Viki as well. The Sleepless Princess is pretty old and cheap, but it's refreshing if you feel like romantic comedy with fantasy. That's funny. Miss the Dragon seems good too, not BL though. Is that the one that Avenue X roasted recently? Or is that a different one I'm thinking of? There was one that she watched recently that she just hated. Something to do with... Was it a dragon? I don't remember. I guess it depends on your preference. My roommate is a fairy fox, or... Yeah, the Gumio. It's more bromance because of Chinese. Oh, that's a Chinese one. Alright, my friends. Well, I think that will conclude Word of Honor for now. Until I do, like, some behind the scenes or Word of Honor but weird crack videos and stuff like that. Yes, Immortality whenever that comes out. Is Immortality for sure coming out like this year? Is it June it's coming out? Is that the one I heard that's... I don't know. There's so many that are coming out. That's confusing me. And some of the name changes, I'm like, okay, what was it before? I don't know. That will conclude the live stream, y'all. Thank you so much for being here and coming and chatting with me and just spending lots of time. Yes, I'll talk to you guys later. Some of you guys I'll talk to you on Discord. But thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. This was fun. I had a lot of fun chatting. Bye.